Hey guys, what's up? It's Hannah here, and today I have a story time, and it's about my life and why I have so much depression and why I'm so sad all the time. And I feel like if I don't talk about it, no one will clearly understand. And I'm not trying to get attention. I'm not that person. I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is what's going on in my life. And this is why I'm depressed. This is why I'm so sad. Like, it's not because that I want attention. I don't want attention. I'm just telling you guys the truth. And some people ask, why am I like this? Like, why does she have so much depression? And some people think, oh, it's because she's on her phone too much. I think it's part of that too. But it's not fully the full thing. And I just wanted to tell you guys this dramatic life that I have been through. And it's gonna be hard for me to tell this story, but I'm going to go through with it. And if you are a hater and you're gonna judge me for talking about my past and telling you the truth, then I don't understand why you are on here, and I don't understand why you want to watch this. Because if you're a hater, you should back off, because honestly, you suck and you should get a life. Like, you tell me to get a life? No. You should get a life. I have a life, but it's not the life that I want. So, this started back when I was in 2nd grade, and my mom got cancer. I don't remember what type of cancer she got, because when I was in 2nd grade, I really didn't know that much, what was going on and everything like that. I didn't know that much. Like, I didn't really pay attention to that. It was really, I really didn't know what was going on. I wasn't the type of person that was like, oh, well, I know this and I know that. I really didn't know much, and I really didn't pay attention to, really anyone else. I was kind of a bitch in elementary school, so I really didn't know what was going on, and I really didn't care that much either, but that was also because I didn't know what was going on. So, past 3 years later, I am in 6th grade, technically 5th grade. In 5th grade, I started knowing what was going on. My mom still had cancer then, and I started, seeing what was going on, and started, listening to my mom and my dad talking about this. Honestly, I really didn't understand at all. And after all, I was only 10 or 11 years old, so I really did not know what was going on. I had no idea what this was. I knew it was a disease, but I did not know it would kill her, or I had no idea. My mind was blank. In 6th grade, I started paying more attention, and my mom, she got, I'm pretty sure she got all types of cancer during this process, but she got brain cancer. The first cancer, I remember, she did get breast cancer. The first cancer she had was breast cancer. But then she got brain cancer, and it was kind of all being put together in this disease and just going through my mom's body. And honestly, I was trying to focus on school. I wasn't really a school fan. This year I'm trying to focus more, but anyways, I was focusing on school and focusing on my stuff. Like I said, I was rude when I was young, so I really didn't care that much. But heading over to like 7th grade, during 6th grade and 7th grade, I was the troublemaker, including 8th grade. And 7th grade was kind of like a huge big deal because I got in trouble for sending an email to my friend saying I wanted to die. And I really didn't mean that. Like, I've never had a plan for wanting to kill myself. I've never done any of that. Like, I haven't, like, I just said I wanted to die. And, my friend, of course, was feeling bad for me. And yes, then I wanted attention, but now I understand, like, that's freaking rude. Like, no. Anyways, I wanted attention, and that's what I got. I put that in, and that's what I got. Next thing you know, I'm sent down to the principal's office, and they tell me, what is this? And I just said I wanted to die, and they said, have you hurt yourself? I was like, no. And so, I think it's so funny, though, about this, though. I have to say these parts, but, like, so, if I do hurt myself, I just, like, do this and stuff like that. It's not really a big deal to me because I get hurt constantly, and it's not because I want to hurt myself. It's just because things happen. Like, I literally cut myself with my nails all the time. Like, I'm, like, scratching myself. Like, I was scratching my legs the other day. Like, I was scratching my legs the other day, and I have just little tiny scars on me. It's because my nails are kind of sharp. They don't look sharp, but they are. Anyways, they told me that they were going to take me on a ride. I go in the a cop car, and, my mom calls them, and she told them that, because she was at the hospital anyways, and she told them, she's like, I'll just come pick her up and take her to my hospital, it's totally fine. And the hospital that my mom went to, they are a very caring hospital. Some of the people in there aren't very caring, they're kind of rude, honestly, and I'll get more into that, what I'm saying, but, of course, the teacher's like, no, she has to go to this hospital specifically. What? Sorry, I don't have a freaking plan, so I should be able to go to my mom's hospital. First of all, that is my fucking mother. She is my mother. She should be able to freaking pick me up and take me. And my mom trusted me. She full on dead ass trusted me. She knew that I wasn't gonna hurt her. She knew I wasn't gonna hurt anyone else. So that's why she called and said that. Because she didn't want me to end up somewhere where I was gonna freaking be scared and in pain and just freaking out. Anyways, I'm in the cop car and she's driving there and I'm like talking to her all nice and stuff like that. We get to the hospital, I lay in this bed, I have no idea what is going on. No freaking clue. Like, blank. Like, I've never been to a hospital, like, ever. The only time I would go to the hospital is with my mom to go to her treatments. But that's it. That would be in the waiting room. Or, like, sitting in, the place where she gets stuff done, you know, where I was sitting, laying down in the bed thing. But yeah, I was laying down there. I had no idea what was going to go on. I had no idea. And so they said they were going to take my blood. No! I hate shots. Ever since I was little, I've never liked shots at all. And I know other people who don't like shots either, so At least I'm not alone. But anyways, I just did not like shots. Anything that was like taking my blood out, anything like that, I did not like that. And she told me it wasn't going to hurt. It did not hurt at all, which was so surprising to me. It was weird. But yeah, I got sent to the hospital. My dad came. He started yelling at me. And my principal from middle school acted like she freaking cared. Honestly, she didn't, because she's a bitch. Like, no. Like, so many people I know hate her. Hate her. She is rude. Like, you would get in trouble with her, and you would be like, can I just... Ugh. I did not like her. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get sued. But, and I'm not going to say the school I went to either. But, because I don't want to get sued. Anyways, so, I'm in the hospital. My dad comes and he tells me he has a bill to pay now because of me. And he's like, your mom's going through so much shit right now. He's like, I can't believe you fucking did this. And it's like, I didn't even do anything, okay? I did not do anything. All I did was send a text saying I want to die. And they assumed, oh, this bitch wants to die. We need to take her to the hospital. Like, no. You ain't taking me to the hospital. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. Oh my god. I was so scared, you guys. I was freaking out. And my dad was so pissed. He was pissed off. Like, to the freaking limit. He was pissed off. Okay. Moving on. Anyways, it comes to 8th grade, and my dad's still pissed off about the bill and blah, 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 because, you know. And so, I got in trouble so many times again. Actually, I don't think I got in trouble that much in 8th grade. But I do know. I'm not going to say this person's name, because I also don't want to get sued for this. So, we're just going to call him... I'm going to call him Darian. And he playboyed me. He's a playboy. And I don't know if he's still like this, but he's a playboy. That's all I'm going to say. And we got in big trouble with the FBI and the teachers, and my dad was really upset. Moving on to the summer, because I'll talk about that story another time in another video. But moving on to the summer, my mom is getting really sick. And, it was actually still, during my 8th grade year. It was actually during this October. And, she was getting really, really sick. And, there was a point over the summer where my mom, we were downstairs and my dad made her a smoothie. You know, bears and smoothies? Yeah. So, my dad made her a smoothie and gave it to her. She started drinking it, taking little sips, and then pushed it away. My dad asked her, I was like, don't you want to eat? My mom's like, and she shakes her head no. And, my mom told us and me that she didn't want to be here. She wanted to be at the hospital. She didn't want to be home, and honestly, if I was her, I'd probably want to be home with my family. And I'm just surprised that she said that, because my mom she was different when that whole thing with the whole cancer, everything just changing her, it changed her whole life. And my mom wasn't her weight. She was losing so much weight. She wasn't eating. My mom was starving herself, basically. And she told us that she didn't want to be here. She wanted to go to the hospital. So my dad takes her to the hospital. She eats food there, and my mom spends the night there. My dad spends the night as well. And she comes back on Wednesday. And sorry, I don't mean to cry, but she comes back on Wednesday and she's fine, but she has to have oxygen running through her because she can't breathe. Right, so she has to have oxygen going through her, and we have this giant oxygen tank thing, and it's just not the ones that are like this big, it's like this huge machine that has oxygen flowing through it. And my mom was getting to the point where my dad told me that they're bringing in some people, and I totally forgot what they're called, because I don't really want to remember this, but, it's kind of part of my life, and I can't forget it, but, hospice. Yep. My dad said they're bringing hospice in. I was like, what's hospice? And he's like, they're gonna help her get to heaven. And I was like, my mom's gonna die. And honestly, I'll be totally honest, I was thinking about this full on straight through my head, and I'm a deep thinker too, but I was in bed one time, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, what if my mom does die? What is high school gonna be like? I don't know what happens if people make fun of me. What is it gonna be like? I don't know what it's gonna be like. I have no idea. Like, am I even gonna have friends? Am I just gonna be alone forever? And honestly, I did not know. And so, during that night, my mom was screaming. My dad was actually outside. This was still Wednesday night. And, he was outside with one of his friends because he thought my mom was sleeping. And my mom I thought I was visioning or something or just hearing stuff. And she was screaming, not really screaming, she barely could scream. And, she's calling out my name, she's calling out my brother's name, she's calling out my dad's name, and no one's answering, and I started just crying. I just tried to go to sleep, and my mom told me the next day that she was calling our names because she had a bad dream, and I don't even remember what the dream was. I honestly don't remember, but, it was a nightmare dream, and she was super scared. And my mom is not the type of person that gets scared over that stuff. My mom's a fighter. She was a fighter. She was a full-on fighter. But she was so scared. Like, this disease, like, changed her whole body. Her whole features, everything. Everything was different. It was awful, and it wasn't her. Thursday night comes around, and this is the saddest part, but hospice is there and stuff, and they actually leave, like, around, like, 8 o'clock, I think, p.m., and I go down there. My mom says she holds my hand, and I did really want, honestly, like I said, I was a little bitch, and I hated my past self. I did not like my past self. I hate my past self, and I don't want to be that person. And she went to hold my hand, and honestly, I didn't want to hold her hand. Because, honestly, like I said, I was rude, and I didn't care. And I held her hand. She told me she loved me, and I couldn't even say I love you back because I was embarrassed of having a mom that has cancer and everybody else has a perfect mom, but I have someone who has cancer. And I just felt horrible, and I kind of didn't want to be there anymore because I had a mom that had cancer. Then it comes in the morning, and during that time my aunt and my other aunt came on Thursday, but they were there, but in the morning on Friday, they were still there, and I went out to go see the chickens, because we had chickens, and, my mom's favorite rooster is out there. I named him Zebra. My mom always called him Pretty Boy, but I went out there, and he was laying there, dead. That's when I knew something was coming. Something was coming, and something was going to happen. I had no idea what it was, but I knew something was going to happen, and it's going to happen fast. And moving on again, Saturday morning, my aunt comes upstairs, and she's crying in tears, and she honestly told me, she's like, your mom passed away. And honestly, I really felt nothing. I felt no tears running down my face. I had no feelings. Not anger, not happy, no feelings at all. Just silence, a blankness, questions going through my head. I had no idea what was going on. Went downstairs and saw my mom laying in her bed with the oxygen still running. No tears. Not one. Questions going through my head. Is she really dead? Is my mom freaking dead? Hospice comes, takes her away, and still no tears. And so her funeral comes, and I go, and I'm on my funeral dress, my long dark navy blue dress with high heels on, and I go there. I still have no tears. School comes, and the minute school comes, I just burst crying because of the fact that my mom's dead. My feelings came late, and I think it was because I had no idea what was going on, and during that time when she was dead, I still felt that she was with me. She was right beside me. And I literally felt she was in this house with me. Now I notice that she's not here. She's gone, and she's dead, and she won't come back. She's gone for good, and she's not coming back. And I will say, though, right after my mom passed away, her spirit animal was a dragonfly. Right after my mom passed away, we saw thousands and thousands and thousands of dragonflies all over our house, everywhere, all over the flowers. We've never seen as much dragonflies as we saw before. It was insane. We thought it was like at first my dad was like, because we've never seen so many dragonflies before. It's like other people are probably like, oh yeah, I see dragonfly like once or twice, but it doesn't matter to me. But seeing thousands of them all around our house. I was at the pool one day with my friend's mom, and I was swimming. I look up, there's thousands of dragonflies all over the pool. I was like, oh my gosh, my mom, that's my mom. That's my mom. That has to be my mom. I honestly never seen a dragonfly up close, or like didn't really pay attention to that. But once I saw that, I started paying attention more. And honestly, every single day I see at least one dragonfly fly by, 2 dragonflies fly by. I see 1 dragonfly each day. Today I saw a dragonfly when I was hanging out with my friends, and also when I was walking home I saw a dragonfly. It's insane. Like, I'm realizing that that's my mom right there. She's flying right next to me. Like, that's her. Like, I know that is her. You can't tell me that that's not my mom. Like, that is definitely my mom. And I have some people who aren't Christian and really don't believe in God and stuff like that. But, my friend isn't Christian, and she saw all these dragonflies, and she's like, that's definitely your mom. That has to be 100% sure. Just, like, that has to be your mom. Like, if you knew my mom, you would understand. Like, you would understand. So anyways, guys, that was technically my video. I'm sorry if I had a lot of tears. I'm sorry I didn't really explain all the details. It was also because I'm not remembering much of what happened. I just haven't been really I really want to forget. And I don't want to hear any of this anymore. I just want to forget. And I only made this video because people need to know. People need to know my past. People need to know. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned more about my past, and I hope you understand. And I hope you appreciate me for who I am and not what I look like. Because that's not how it works.